All right, now we're doing LeetCode number 217, contains duplicate. We're going by this this little list by LeetCode right here. We're going to go by this list. I've got all of them down from this little tree, this little flow chart that he made. And so we're going to just go down in this order. The 150, I'm not really into that one. Also, I haven't been taking this LeetCode that seriously, or Python for that matter. It turns out we have to be using much more solid syntax, and we have to be trying to get much more efficient code because Python goes through arrays that are very long. Anyway, that being said, we're going to get into this one. So for this one, we're going to be given an integer array nums, and then we're going to return true if any value appears at least twice in the array, and false if every element is distinct. All right. So here's one. We've got the ones repeat, so it's going to be true. This one's all unique, going to be false. This one, we've got these three repeating, these ones repeating, this one's repeating. So they're all repeating. So it's definitely true. All right. So we'll do two different styles because, you know, I'm learning, or we're learning, let's say. We're learning this, and so we'll do two styles on this one. The first one we're going to do a for loop to iterate through nums. So let's do a print nums real quick just to see what it looks like. And so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 in this, excuse me, we've got 1, 2, 3, 1 in this array. So what we want to do is we're going to say, first things first, we're going to turn this, pardon me, we're going to make a set, an empty set, I should say. So we'll say, I guess not empty, let's say distinct set like this now equals set function, all right? So if you're not aware what the set function is, it's basically the function that creates a set object, and the items in a set are unordered, so it will appear in a random order, and it definitely comes out random. And the other thing is that they won't have any. What I'm trying to say is it'll see. It's just a place to store these things basically. So and then something we can iterate through as well. So what we're going to do is we're going to say for. We're going to use a for loop to iterate through nums right here. So we'll say for, and let's say numbers in nums. And then we're going to come down here and use this little Python check if item exists in a set. And what we're going to do is we're going to check if the number exists in the set that we have, that we already made. So it'll say if number in set. So we'll do that. We'll say if number, let's not say numbers, if number in distinct set. So it's checking this right here. And if it is, we'll just say return true. All right? Because if this number is already in the set and it's checking, excuse me, if this number is already in the set when it checks it, it's going to return true. That's the end of the function. And now we have to do an if just in case it's not in there, like for this one, and this one. So we'll say else. And what we're going to say here is else. We're going to add this to this number here to the distinct set. So we'll say distinct set dot add, and then we'll add the number to it. All right. And basically right here, you see we're doing this snake case. This is the syntax for for Python. JavaScript was like this, whilst this is like this. And so we just got to get it going like that so we can, you know, it's a language, right? Everybody needs to read it. So we've got this else right here, add number, And then after that, we're going to go through and say if all of them are distinct, we'll just return false. All right? And so let's run it. And, oh, it worked. Awesome. There we go. And let's submit it just to see how fast it is. All right, 31.9 megabytes. And then runtime is however fast that is, 565, right? So let's try the other method and see what we can do with that one. So the other method, the one that I would have used in the beginning anyway, would be to make a set out of this. And then since sets are always unique, filled with unique things, if this if the length of nums is not equal to the length of the set, that means there's definitely duplicates in it. So it's just a little logical thing. So we would say something like this. Len, which is the function to find the length right here. It's just like something dot length. It's just like variable dot length in JavaScript, or array dot length in JavaScript, or string dot length. Well, it doesn't matter. Anyway, so we'll say length of nums cannot equal set of nums, the length of the set of nums. So we'll wrap this up and say length. All right. So first things first, let's comment this out. Give me just a second. So first, let's do a print nums. All right, run it. And you see it prints out this 1, 2, 3, 1. Now let's print set nums, just so we can prove it. And you see 1, 2, 3, all right? So you see in the set, it's an object and it's got 3 in it. So now let's do the length of it. Run it, and of course it'll come out 3. 3 just like that. And so they don't equal each other, so that means this would come out false. And so get rid of that, run it. It would come out true, I should say. Oh, what happened? Oh, we got to return it. Don't forget to return it. Sometimes you got to return and sometimes you don't. I don't know which is which, but we'll figure it out soon enough. So there we go, just like that, true, true. Let's submit it. All right. And the 31.8, what was the other one? 31.9. So this one goes a little bit faster and a little bit more tight, whatever. So anyway, there's 2 different ways to do it, and there's a bunch of different other ways to do it. We can just check out the solutions. Go to Python 3 right here and just go right on down and see all of them you want to. But that's basically it. So the next one we're going to be on, according to this list, is valid anagram. All right, let's get back to here. This is the pilot of this, I guess. And we'll see you next time.